Zach and Tori Roloff of Little People, Big World, got divorced. Yes, you heard correctly. On August 10, 2025, they formally get divorced due to family conflicts. Lastly, Zach Roloff married Emma, her covert girlfriend. Zach Roloff decided to marry Emma after she promised to settle his secret $1.1 million debt, and Zach divorces Tori as a result. Zach. For the past 2 years, Roloff and Emma have been secretly involved in a romantic relationship, directly in front of everyone. This goes beyond tabloid rumors. It's a tale of love, financial disaster, treachery, and second chances. From the beginning of their fairy story to the dramatic conclusion, we will dissect it step by step. Stay tuned to the conclusion to witness how this drama transforms the Roloff legacy as a whole. To learn how Zach and Tori's marriage failed, if you're new here, click the subscribe button. We must return to the Roloff family's origins. In the March 2006 premiere of Little People, Vague World, we met Matt and Amy Roloff, a couple with dwarfism who are raising their 4 children on a 34-acre farm in Helvetia, Oregon. Matt was the driven patriarch who transformed Roloff Farms into a pumpkin patch empire, complete with events, tours, and even a pirate ship play area. Matt was born in 1961 with dystrophic dysplasia. Amy, Zach's loving mother, was born in 1964 with chondroplasia, a type of dwarfism, who juggled her own professional goals with her family life. Zach gained popularity on Little People, Big World quite fast. Despite having undergone childhood operations and been bullied, the 44-year-old developed a reputation for resiliency. He once remarked, "Being little in a big world means you have to fight twice as hard for everything." He pursued his ambitions by coaching kids soccer and working on the family farm after graduating with an associate's degree from Portland Community College. During the 2010 Roloff pumpkin season, Zach got to know Tori Patton Farms, where she was employed seasonally. Tori, a kindergarten teacher with an education degree, found Zach's honesty and humor endearing. The two clicked immediately despite their disparate heights. Later, when Zach recalled their first date, he acknowledged that he was anxious about stairs but that Tori's kindness put him at ease. On camera, their relationship flourished. Fans witnessed Zach pop the question on the farm in 2014, complete with a personalized ring and fairy lights. They secured the 200 guests attended their July 25, 2015, televised wedding at Roloff Farms. In a 2023 episode, Tori exclaimed, "Zach is my rock. We've built this life together, and nothing can break us." However, as we'll see, the Roloff family's notorious arguments were already causing fractures to appear. The Roloff family feuds were a defining feature of the final seasons of Little People, Big World. These weren't merely dramatizations for the audience. These were genuine, unadulterated disputes that ripped at the family's center and eventually permeated Zach and Tori's union. In order to understand why Zach and Tori's divorce felt inevitable, let's take a look at it chronologically. After almost 30 years, Matt and Amy's marriage terminated in 2016 as a result of Matt's ambition colliding with Amy's need for stability. Roloff Farms became the focus of contention even though the divorce appeared to be amicable. Amy sold her portion to Matt in 2019 for $667,000, and she and her new spouse moved close by. Merrick. Chris. Matt pushed for the property to be rented out and used for events, but his kids had different ideas. Being the only child with dwarfism, Zach had a strong bond with the farm and aspired to establish his own family there. He made an offer of $1 million for 93 acres in seasons 22 and 23, but Matt turned it down, citing a business choice. Zach accused his father of favoritism because he felt abandoned and deceived, especially because Jeremy already owned land in the area. Zach argued angrily on video, saying, "You've always treated me." Matt retorted, "This farm was supposed to be our legacy, but I'm different because of my size, Dad. I will not reveal it. It must be earned." After the deal fell through, Matt listed 16 acres, including the family home, for $4 million in May 2022. The damage was done even though it didn't sell right away. Feeling iced out, Zach and Tori packed up and relocated to Washington State, which is around an hour north of the farm, in October 2021. There was more to this move than just geography. It represented a departure from The drama of the Roloff. In a podcast episode, Tori acknowledged, "The farm negotiations broke something in our family. We needed space to heal." Family tensions only grew after Amy and Matt divorce. While Jacob left the show in 2016 due to allegations of exploitation, Jeremy and Audrey remained close to Matt and assisted with farm events. By 2022, they had somewhat reconciled. To escape the limelight, Molly and her husband Joel relocated to Spokane. Karen Chandler, Matt's girlfriend and former farm manager, emerged as a significant source of resistance. Tori and Zach thought she had an influence on Matt's choices, particularly with regard to the farm. Tori confronted her in season 24. Karen maintained that she was merely helping Matt, saying, "You're not family yet, but you're acting like you own the place." After season 25, Zach and Tori declared their exit from the show in 2023, claiming it was toxic. As family rifts became more complex, holidays became more distant, and Zach frequently skipped Matt's get-togethers, they turned their attention to their podcast and their children. In June, the farm stuff changed everything. Tori, who is usually the peacemaker, tried to keep a family together, but the strain showed. She shared cryptic Instagram posts about boundaries and protecting your peace, sparking rumors of marital trouble. In April 2023, she denied separation, but behind the scenes, cracks were forming. Zach acknowledged in the 2025 podcast, weeks before his divorce, that his relationship with his dad is rocky and that they only talk on the surface. With the legacy he wanted to leave for Jackson, Lila, and Joa. In the meantime, Tori struggled with postpartum issues following Joa's birth and the aftermath of her 2021 miscarriage. A friend later remarked, "We stood united against the family drama, but over time, it began eroding their bond." As 2024 approached, the Roloffs appeared to level off. Matt proposed to Karen in April 2023, and Amy enjoyed her life with Chris. Zach worked as a full-time soccer coach, earning about $50,000 a year, with additional income from podcasts and residuals from previous shows. Influencer partnerships with companies like Disney and parenting products generated six figures, and their combined net worth was estimated by the public to be $700,000. However, underneath the surface, Zach was hiding a huge debt of $1.1 million, which was not the result of careless spending but rather a confluence of medical bills, poor investments, and the fallout from the family farm drama. Remember, Zach has health issues and has had over 15 surgeries over the years, including leg lengthening as a teenager and shunt revisions for hydrophilus. In February 2023, Zach had emergency brain surgery to revise a shunt, a terrifying experience that Tori documented on Instagram, writing, "It was the scariest week of our lives." This story feels real, so we need to connect the dots with Zach's life challenges. Even with TLC residuals, the Roloffs aren't as wealthy as the Kardashians. According to family sources, Zach's procedures cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the out-of-pocket expenses after insurance reached $300,000 for the 2023 surgery alone. Then there were the children. Joa, who is average in height, added to the family's expenses with typical pediatric care. Jackson and Lila both have dwarfism that necessitates specialist visits, therapies, and possibly future surgeries. A/D&C procedure in 2021 added emotional and financial strain, but the debt went deeper. After the farm deal fell through, Zach tried to prove he could create his own legacy by investing in real estate, and in 2022 he invested $400,000 in a fixer-upper house he intended to renovate and sell in Washington. Unfortunately, the project stalled in 2023 as a result of rising interest rates, contractors overcharging, delayed permits, and Zach borrowing against their home equity. In order to avoid appearing like a failure, Zach took out high-interest loans in secret to avoid worrying Tori. According to an insider, the farm rejection hit Zach's ego hard, and he thought he could fix it alone. Tori, who was focused on the kids, noticed Zach's stress and blamed it on family feuds. By mid-2023, Zach's total debt had grown to $1.1 million, including credit card debt from family vacations, everyday expenses, groceries, soccer equipment, and podcast production. She was unaware that Zach was balancing payments and even taking money out of savings intended for the children's college funds. This financial concealment caused a rift, and Zach withdrew, spending more time coaching late at night. Zach's affair with Emma was the catalyst, and as he confided in friends, "I felt ensnared. Tori deserved better, but I couldn't bring her down with me. Then came Emma Thompson, the woman who promised salvation. Yes, that's her real name. The enigmatic character at the center of the scandal is named no relation to the actress. Emma was born in 1992 in Seattle, Washington, and studied business at the University of Washington. She is of average height, has long blonde hair, and a warm smile that fans would later compare to that of Tori's. Emma developed a lucrative career in real estate investing, property flipping, and rental management, earning over $3 million by 2025. She is no stranger to the spotlight. Emma, who was divorced from her college sweetheart in 2020, was drawn to Zach's vulnerability, as he opened up about his surgeries and family matters. According to a mutual friend, Emma saw the real Zach, not the TV star, and what began as innocent texts turned into a relationship. Zach and Emma met in early 2023 at a youth soccer tournament in Portland, where Zach was coaching his team and Emma was there to support her nephew. Romantic by summer 2023. Zach, who was stressed out by debt and family conflicts, found comfort in Emma's optimism. She listened to him without passing judgment and gave him investment advice. Their first date was a private dinner in Seattle, out of the public eye. Over the next 2 years, they developed a covert life that included late-night calls, weekend getaways disguised as coaching trips, and shared dreams. Emma was aware of Tori and the children, but she believed Zach when he told her that his marriage was on life support. He told me that the spark was killed by family conflicts. Revealed the timeline of their affair in a private interview. September 2023, Emma invests $50,000 interest-free in one of Zach's side projects, strengthening their bond. December 2023, Zach skips a family gathering to meet Emma in a cabin, leading Tori to believe he's with friends. March 2024, Emma briefly meets Jackson at a park while pretending to be a soccer mom friend. July 2024, Emma gives Zach a personalized watch engraved with our secret world. January 2025, Zach. Emma offers to pay off the entire debt if he leaves Tori. "I love you enough to save you," she said. At first, Zach resisted, unsure of whether to be loyal or desperate, but as family tensions increased and Matt's 2024 wedding to Karen, which Zach awkwardly attended, escalated the affair. Tori suspected something, and her Instagram posts became somber, including one in May 2025. "Trust is everything. Once broken, it's hard to mend." Fans commented on Zach's absence from photos, which fueled rumors. By June 2025, Zach decided to divorce Tori. This 2-year secret was difficult to conceal. Zach used Berayer phones, phony emails, and lobbies. Emma, who lived in Seattle, made it logistically possible, but guilt ate at him. Zach wrote to Emma in a leaked text, "I love my kids, but with you I feel free." The tipping point was the debt payoff. Emma wired the money in July 2025, clearing Zach's slate. Tori, initially unaware, later pieced it together through bank. The end came quickly. Tori posted a loving tribute on July 25, 2025, their 10th anniversary, saying, "10 years with this guy, the best decade." But behind the scenes, Zach had already consulted lawyers. The official reason was family disputes, but the real drivers were the affair and debt. Zach filed for divorce in Clark County, Washington, on August 1, 2025, and Tori was caught off guard, fighting back tears in a private family meeting. "How could you?" According to reports, she inquired. A 2015 prenuptial agreement made the process go quickly. The judge finalized the agreement on August 10, 2025, just 9 days later. Tori's statement, "Due to ongoing family disputes and personal growth, Zach and I have decided to part ways. Our focus is our children, Zachy Code. We remain committed co-parents." However, insiders claim that Tori discovered the affair mid-process, resulting in heated arguments. They agreed on joint custody, Zach getting weekends, sharing their $800,000 home with Tori, Zach taking a condo in Seattle, and no alimony but $5,000 monthly child support from Zach. Disagreements. According to a friend, she felt deceived on all fronts. Amy stood by Tori, posting, "Love you both, but family first." Matt, who was estranged from Zach, first remained silent before telling people, "Divorces happen." Jacob, being the rebel, tweeted, "Family drama strikes again." Jeremy and Audrey offered prayers on their show. With Zach Tori's divorce trending, Fans flocked to social media. The agricultural feud was blamed by some. Others conjectured adultery. Zach married Emma in a secret wedding in Seattle on August 24, 2025, just 2 weeks after their divorce. Just 20 people. No Roloffs, Emma's family, and a couple of pals. Emma was dressed in a blue suit, Zach, and a plain white dress. There were vows. When I was lost, you came to my rescue. Paying down the $1.1 million debt was crucial. Calling it an investment in our future, Emma used the money she made from real estate. As the show went on, the Roloff kids started having their own families. In 2015, Zach and Tori got married on the family farm. They had 3 children together. Their first child, Jackson Kyle, was born in 2017. Lila Ray was born as the second in 2019. In 2022, Joa Luke was born, bringing their total number of children to 3. Like their father, all 3 of the children have some form of dwarfism. Tori and Zach recently released a podcast called Raising Heights in which they talked about family. The parents talked about the difficulties of raising children with dwarfism and the methods that have aided them, according to the episode description. If you are a parent or want to be one, we promise you will love this episode. According to Parade, the parents discussed their son Jackson's love of sports, but also stressed the importance of maintaining perspective as he ages. The two talked about the value of participating in school-sponsored fitness programs, like as the Pacer test. When they mentioned that youngsters with dwarfism frequently have to deal with the reality that they may be dwarfed by colleagues of average size. Zach claims to have been there, having faced with similar feelings himself, but he kept them to himself. He wishes he had expressed his true feelings to his family, since he didn't want anything negative to happen to them. Inspire our kids to put in their best effort, Tori stated. Ignore everything else and simply give it your all. When it comes to physical activity, children shouldn't have irrational expectations. She believes that he meets in order to find his own happiness, and Zach emphasized that his motivation to succeed was more about competing with himself than it was with others. His distance from his friends will only grow. Ultimately, Zach noted, it's just us dealing with the situation. Occasionally just observing and being aware, missing the mark on both criticism and teaching. He had many different ideas about what parenting was. Without Tori, Zach Roloff is accomplishing great things. Zach Roloff, the well-known Little People, Big World performer, recently did. Without his wife Tori, on his own. What specifically did he perform this time that needed no assistance from others? Despite their lengthy marriage, Zach and Tori Roloff are extremely different individuals. One of these important differences is evident in the different ways they tackle problems. Tori Roloff is careful and enjoys paying attention to the smallest details to make things more unique, taking a lesson from their kids. Zach Roloff excels in identifying the simplest, most straightforward approach to a goal. He often lacks Tori's level of dexterity. According to his most recent posts, Zach Roloff simply lost his mind and went out on his own. For his social media clip, he specifically recreated a voiceover that said, "I love your daughter. What do you have to offer? This is all that exists." After that, Zach filed a brief college report detailing his and Tori Roloff's numerous experiences, including their numerous mischievous endeavors, carried out with their own kids. I did this without consulting Tori. This video project's title was written by Zach Roloff. Don't get involved. But I think I got the timing exactly correct. As seasoned viewers of Little People, Big World are aware, Tori Roloff typically records and posts reels and other family updates online. Zach's participation was a welcome change of pace for a lot of fans. Many fans of Little People, Big World visited Zach's most recent post's comment section. Many went on to sing much more, while others updated to show their appreciation for the clip he created. "You did an amazing job. This is so incredible," said a supporter of One Little People, Big World, adding another remark. "Excellent work, Zach." A third person added, "Delicious. You guys are much missed when I watch TV." While many of Zach and Tori's online remarks are vigorously contested by small-town, large-world fans, Zach truly excelled in this particular situation. A member of the Roloff family from Little People. The world is ill and out to start the new year, but there doesn't seem to be much fan sympathy, according to TLC viewers. My questions are, however, why this is happening and how this scenario is developing. The Roloff family now has a lot more free time because TLC formally decided to end Little People Big World after season 25. Filming for Molly, Jeremy, Audrey, Isabel, Jacob, and Zach Roloff stopped doing Little People Big World a while ago, but now that season 25 is over, Zach Roloff, Tori Roloff, Amy Roloff, Chris Merrick, Matt Roloff, and Karen Chandler all have more time to do other things because they don't have to schedule their lives around TLC shooting times. According to the latest social media reports, Audrey and Jeremy Roloff and the rest of their family are ringing in the new year by being sick. It becomes an even more unpleasant experience when that sickness spreads throughout the house and knocks out other family members. According to Audrey Roloff's most recent social media posts for Little People Big World, this is exactly what happened to her and her family. According to Audrey's most recent posts, she wrote 46 down with the flu. This is illegal. Viewers dislike this branch of the Roloff family, and as any fan of Audrey and Jeremy Roloff knows, people have. I suppose all the happy juice, red light, and grounding didn't save them from the flu, said a commenter not long ago. Wow, I never thought there would be so many germs at their house and on their property, but I'm sure it's the fault of everyone else. Haha. Recently, many viewers did not hold back. They have been subjected to cruel remarks because of their conspiracy theories and different lifestyles. No more today, a third party remarked, selling something with her discount code. What are your thoughts on today's gossip? Please share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe to our channel to receive future updates of similar kind. Thank you.